Next up, 6 Rutgers students accused of running drug ring with app allegedly created by alum. Exit 9 New Brunswick, you bastards. Welcome back. It's good to be home. It's good to be home. If you are from around the way, and I'm talking New Brunswick mainly, but Franklin also, a lot of off-campus housing in Franklin, Highland Park, maybe Edison also, then you already know these Rutgers students love to party and they love to dib and dab. So maybe someone finally decided that, hey, it's a little bit too risky going out to the hood off campus to get these drugs. Let's find a way to provide some services in-house where they don't have to risk getting robbed. They majored in drug dealing. I love the post. 6 Rutgers University students and 1 alum were charged this week with running a sophisticated drug ring and allegedly used a private social media network to sell narcotics to fellow Scarlet Knights. What was it, like swipe right for dope? New Jersey prosecutors allege RU alumnus Deep Reveri, 23, of New Brunswick. If you live in New Brunswick long enough, you're going to sell some damn drugs, even if you're just trying your hand at it. Developed a closed network used by the group to sell narcotics to other Rutgers students. Through the social media app, narcotics distributors could post menus for drugs and solicit buyers from within the Rutgers University community, said Middlesex County Prosecutor Yolanda Ciccone in a statement. That sounds like a recipe for a snitch in waiting, but then again, we used to stand on street corners and sell out of houses and everything, so I guess the times are the times. How were people getting on this network? From the App Store, from Google Play? What, they show their student ID, they get 25% off dope? No one should have to be able to identify themselves in order to buy illegal drugs. Me personally, I would be terrified as either a drug dealer or a drug buyer to have my information posted up somewhere on this app. Rutgers students who established their affiliation with the school were allowed to join the network. That is a terrible way to vet people. You basically let anyone in. All it takes is one upstanding citizen that doesn't like what you're doing, and they're going to tell on you. All it takes is for someone on drugs to feel like you slighted them in some type of way, and they're going to tell on you. And once given access, they were able to browse menus posted by distributors and contact them in order to negotiate purchases. It's like Instacart for drugs, said Ciccone, who helmed Operation RU Pharm over several months. Cops recovered substantial amounts of marijuana, LSD, cocaine, psilocybin or magic mushrooms, Adderall, and Xanax in the bus. Oh, the diversity, kids. A gun and an undisclosed amount of cash was also seized. Reveri was charged with leader of a drug trafficking network and conspiracy to commit drug distribution. The narcotics ring also allegedly included students Joshua Duffy and David Noodleman, both 21-year-old Noah Lisa Machio, Zachary Peterson, and Donovan Williams, both 22, and Catherine Tierney, according to the Middlesex County Prosecutor's Office. The students face charges ranging from money laundering and possession and distribution of a controlled dangerous substance. They're learning a different type of curriculum. Parents who are paying 35, 40 grand. I don't really know how much it is, but I know Rutgers is expensive as hell. Here's a fun tidbit for you. According to U.S. News and World Report 2025 rankings, Rutgers, New Brunswick is ranked 41 out of 436 national universities, which I don't think is that bad, with a U.S. News overall score of 78 out of 100. Now, if you're the plug, if you're the person that was giving these kids drugs to sell to their fellow students, they're going to publicly, nationally, and officially make you the reason why they're not ranked at least 25 out of 436 and why that overall score is not at least a 90. So you better pray that none of these kids tell on you, but you know they're going to tell on you. One is further accused of dealing drugs within a designated school zone. 75-80% of the city is a school zone, so take that with a grain of salt. The Post was unable to reach any of the defendants for comment. Reveri's attorney, Jason Seidman, said all his client did was create an online chat room the other students exploited in order to sell drugs. He pulled a Nino Brown on them, y'all. The Nino Brown of Rutgers drug dealers. This is just my personal opinion on why that defense is weak, and I'd love to hear your comments on this. But all of these social media platforms, going back to Craigslist, we could start at OnlyFans. OnlyFans didn't begin as a specifically sexual platform, but it gravitated to that. Your Twitter X, your Snapchat, your Instagram, now your Twitch, all of these social media platforms, they want to gravitate towards a sexual element, not a drug dealing element. Drug dealers tend to be a lot more discreet unless they're invited to sell drugs on the platform. And even then, if a drug dealer is worth his salt, he won't take the invitation anyway. That's why I don't believe that the platform gravitated towards selling drugs unless it was built for that specifically. I haven't seen anything that he coordinated or directed any sales side man said, well, you're his defense attorney. That's what you better be saying. He maintains his innocence and looks forward to proving it in court. Innocent until proven guilty. Rutgers University is not commenting on the arrest. Well, what are they really going to say? There you have it, kids. Drug dealing ass college students. Tell me what you think.